Well, hello. Make sure Katie's. If you didn't know, Katie's short and I'm not. So it makes our friendship fantastic.
So behind us is Belvedere Castle. Belvedere Castle was finished in 1869. So there were two men that designed Central Park. There was Frederick Law Olmsted and Calvert Vaux. Frederick Law Olmsted was really primarily a landscape designer, whereas Calvert Vaux was an architect. And he had buildings and structures all over New York City. So any bridge or building that you see that was a part of the original Central Park, that was probably Calvert Vaux. So this castle actually served zero practical function whatsoever. Can I tell you, every time I think about that, it just really makes me think I would have been friends with Calvert Vaux. Like, a dude that says, you know what we should have? A tiny decorative castle that serves no practical purpose whatsoever. Like, that's a dude I want to hang out with.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
Yes, absolutely.
Go Calvert Vaux, we love you. So this was actually here back when there was the big reservoir, because Central Park was...
turn this around, keep talking.
Central Park would have been after the reservoir was completed. This castle looked out over the reservoir. So if people were making the trek up here to go stroll around the water, then they could have gone to this overlook. This would have been the highest point in Central Park. So you can go and look out over it, really beautiful. So Belvedere actually means beautiful view in Italian. So that was the point, was just to be pretty and decorative and a beautiful view.
It's not just a nod to the vodka.
It is not. I think that was later. I don't know. I don't know the vodka's history. Only the castles.
Person, it's fine. Only the castles.
So that changed though. In the 20th century, the National Weather Service realized this was a great place to take weather readings for New York City. So
see if we can zoom in.
They had all of their instruments and their weather station right here at Belvedere Castle.
There, it zooms in.
Now that I think weather is a lot more high tech and they have all this instrumentation, they don't actually occupy the castle anymore. They have some wind instruments on the top.
Oh, can I not?
But historically, if you heard it's 72 degrees in Central Park, that's what they meant. Was it's 72 degrees at Belvedere Castle?
Exactly. All the temperature for New York City, all of the most of the wind readings and whatnot come from Belvedere Castle.
Yeah.
Unless you're talking further downtown, they do have some other weather stuff that's downtown and further uptown.
This was the main one. That's what the castle. So it did end up with a practical purpose, even though wasn't designed for one. And now it has a nature center inside. So you can learn about some of the different plants and animals in Central Park. Central Park is big for bird watching.
Yes.
As weird as it sounds, I know people think we have no nature in Manhattan, but we actually have over 200 different species of birds that have been spotted here in Central Park. So you can borrow binoculars and things like that from right inside the castle, or you can just go up and take in the views.
Yeah, because when it's open, you can get to this balcony over here and the one higher up to get that really spectacular view all the way over the Great Lawn, which after they first put the land in there to kind of, fill in the reservoir, it was kind of just a big dust bowl. And then they eventually decided to renovate it a little bit, and now there are 6 different ball fields on there. It's actually a spot for several different performances that have been there. Such brilliant artists as Bruce Springsteen and Beyonce, and on par with that, the Pope was also here back in the 1990s. He had
a good mix.
Yeah, he had a papal mask.
The Pope.
Same person. I was gonna say both had a very famous religions. Whatever. But the Pope's papal mass here in New York City drew hundreds of thousands of people to come to see that right here on the Great Lawn. And you can see that here from Belvedere Castle. I'm going to flip around the camera here, and I'm going to show you inside to the Delacorte Theater, where you can see here from this wonderful outcropping here at Belvedere. So there's the interior of the Delacorte Theater.
This is a little bit better than our previous camera work.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We're amazing. So you can see a little bit of the inside. It's a really, really big theater, actually. Seats...
About, I think it's 1,200?
Yeah.
I want to say. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. I didn't think about that one.
It's a large house.
Yeah.
And it's a cool spot to see a show, because you get the park in the background.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. So yeah, that's Belvedere Castle and Delacorte Theater. Turtle Pond, we'll flip around, you can see turtles that are here at Turtle Pond. So make sure you see them out there sunning themselves on some of the stones there. There's a couple like lone wolves out here. Where'd they go? There he is.
I think if I was a turtle, this is where I would want to live. This looks like a pretty sweet place.
100%. And that's not litter, that's leaves that are there in the pond, so don't worry.
Yeah. And I know the water looks really green. People always comment on it. There's just a lot of algae
Yep.
in it. It's fine. The turtles seem happy.
So, there you go.